Okay, everybody, it is payday. It is the Synthetic Friday. So since the markets are closed tomorrow, hey, I did check. The futures looks like they're closed tomorrow too. Most times on the holidays, even Thanksgiving, the futures, are open until 1 o'clock. But it's kind of tomorrow's one of those days. So we'll be shut down. I guess there's no reason for us to meet. I think Beth and I will go to the Ruby Tuesday, eat the salad bar, take Fat Baby with us, and maybe get me a Dairy Queen afterwards. So that should be fun. So we will not meet tomorrow. We'll take a day off, well-deserved day off, right? Hey, Tom, I couldn't help but laugh. You post, you're just like me, man. You post something in the Facebook group, and then all these people, just criticize what you're posting. And I'm like, dudes, leave the man alone. But I didn't jump in there. I just let you, fend for yourself. But it's so funny. I do the same thing. I'll post in there and they'll go, well, that sucks, or you're horrible, or, I'm like, dude, that's why I really like our little trading room here. Everybody's nice, cordial, and we don't have any of that negativity from all those people. But it was interesting to, you post your trade and they're like, oh, you're only getting such and such percent, geez, man, leave Tom alone. He knows what he's doing. Right? I've been following his trades for a long time. So anyway, good to see everybody. We got Dimitri with us. We got Tom with us. We got Jim with us. We got Dwayne with us. Ken was with us and he just fell off. So hopefully he'll be back. So it is payday. So you and I got to get into it because we normally go long on paydays, right? Where we got to start managing these things. All right, so what do we got in the hopper for the day? Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and record our net lit before we get started. We have negative deltas, right? We're carrying negative deltas. Market goes up, we should be down today. We should be down. So let's see how much down we are. It's fluctuated for the most part of the day. Oh, come in, my face ID. Come on. All right, so we're down a bit. So we're at 51,994.81. The numbers change so much, but that's where. Oh, guys, we got 519,000. What a great day. We're only up 467,000. Let me fix that again. So now it's 51,997.23. There, that'll fix it. So we're down a bit, right? 2 days in a row. It's horrible. Okay. No big deal. All right, so now let's see our Greeks, because we do manage this thing by the Greeks. And let's see how we're doing there. Oh, by the way, if you'll go to sweetbobby.com, I have uploaded the latest spreadsheet. Play with it, tear it up, do whatever you need to do. Matt, my friend. So do whatever you got to do to get a little late on my buzzer, but we are down $243 today. All right, so everybody's coming in. There's Ken, there's Dimitri, there's Dwayne, there's Jim. Well, we got a full house. All right, so what was I doing? Let's look at our Greeks, see how we're doing today. Market goes up, we get increasingly short, right? High class problem, I guess, when you're wanting to carry short deltas. So let's see what we look like. What do we look like? Come on, Thinkorswim. So we're negative 203. There's my number. We'll just say 203. Negative 203. So we always like carrying a little bit of negative deltas, don't we? Negative 203. And our theta. And Tom, since you're kind of new to the way we do it, we do beta weight our deltas. You probably do as well. We got a nice 93 on our theta, but it ended up 96. I'm gonna put 96 in there. So last thing I saw. So when we're managing the Greeks, we'll go over this for Tom, who's new. We like to keep this between 0.10% of our net lit and 1% of our net licks. So normally we don't get over 0.5, 0.5%. So we're at 0.18, so we're fine. Theta is a measure of risk. We don't want to take on too much risk. That's why we monitor that. And look, whereas the world who sells options have negative vega, you and I have positive vega, which is really, really sweet. That's awesome for a, you know, because a lot of times when I sell options, man, I'd be like negative 400 in vega, and then the market goes down and you get crushed. So I like if we can neutralize that vega. It's really, really smooth. So how much buying power are we using? Oh my gosh, 27,861. I'm out of control. I'm using too much. 27,861. That may be over 50%. It is over 50%. I don't like that, but it is what it is, right? And then on our spreadsheet, Tom, we have all of our little calculations of where we'd like to be. VIX between 15, 20 down to 30%. So I'm overachieving, so to speak. And I imagine I'm going to have an adjustment over here. Yep. It says I am too short. I need to be long, right? So what are you going to do? I'm too short. Got to get long. Okay. So we know the status of the FARS. I'm using too much buying power and I'm too short. I need long deltas in the system today. So with that being said, let's start peeling some stuff off and see where we can end up. So let's get our credit spreads first. I think I finally got everything recorded in here. God, I mean, when I don't do it with me and you together, a lot of times I'll say, man, I'll just go in there and do it later. Apparently, I don't ever go in there and do it later. So I had to add several trades this morning. I still hadn't got the trade names in there or anything, but we got one, let's see, that is expiring today. That's the Rick trade that I put on yesterday. That looks good. We hope to let that one expire. How many days we got on that butterfly? We got 8 days left in that trade. So that's sweet. So really nothing to do here. Now, here's where I'm getting excited though, y'all. With our campaign here, God, that drives me nuts. With our campaign here, remember we're putting these on at 60 days and we're staying in the trade for 30 days, right? So once we're in a trade for 30 days, we're going to start peeling these off. Check out this campaign. So here we are with all of our days, and look what happens next week. You and I are going to start harvesting, we're going to start harvesting these things at 30 days in. So put them on near 60, we're in them for 30 days, and then we're just going to start putting on one, peeling off one, putting on one, peeling off one. So Tom, you'd ask what are the rules on this one. On the SPX Cameron Skinner trade, we go out about 60 days. We sell a spread that puts credit spread at about 10% out of the money. So take your current price of SPX, multiply it by 0.9. That'll tell you about where we go. And that's been ending up around a 15, 17 delta, right? So that's where that's days in trade. Let's see, where's the delta? 18 delta, 18, 16, 17, 20. So around in that area is where we're putting those. Okay. So let's see, this one, just make sure we got time in that. Days in trade 29 in the USO. We got the Rick trade that'll come off today, hopefully fully profitable. Looks like it's 91 bucks out of the money. So that one should expire just fine. So let's go to our micros. Let's go ahead and get our micro. Well, first of all, I need to put on our next one, don't I? So let's see. Let's go ahead and get that over with. Get all of our trading done. So we're going to go out 57 days, nearest to 60 without going over. We're going about to the 17 delta. I use probability in the money. You can use delta if you want to, whatever makes you comfortable, just be consistent. So, going in here, market's up big today. So, anywhere in here, 3670 to there, I could do that. You could do a 5-point wide if you want to. I've been doing 10-point wide. 36. Oh man, don't do that. So let's let one work here. Let's see. 36.70. And then we'll go 36.60. All right, we'll let that work. See if we can get 90 cents. Probably can't, but we'll let it work. All right, so we got that one working. So that'll remind me to go back in and change it later. So now we need to go, let's go ahead and do our macros. Let's get our macros up. Hey, we got Phil. Unbelievable. I better put it in, because if I don't put it in, I will forget. And my spreadsheet will be of no use to me. So it's SPX1. And what did we sell? I said, what did we sell? Open back up. All right, here we go. 57 days. So we did the 36.70, 36.60. Let me copy that one. Can't believe Thinkorswim didn't knock me to another expiration. What's wrong with it? So let me post that there. Control V for the short option name. Right. And that's the 36.70. Type that in. 36.70. 36.60, right? So the short strike is 36.70. And then I normally do like to put in the whole spread over here, right? So we can keep an eye on the price of it. So let's go ahead and do that. What we'll do is we'll go and say, we'll call this a, come on, baby. We'll call this a deep and wide. And since it's a $5 wide strike there, we'll do 1 month, 2 strikes, vertical. Come on, Louise. Don't slow down on me now. Now, what are you doing? Unbelievable. All right. Trade. Back to trade. Back to all products. What is up with Thinkorswim, y'all? It just does its own little thing sometimes. And it may be me, right? I mean, it's probably me. It's an ID10T error. I think we've gone over what an ID10T error is. If you don't know, write it on a piece of paper. ID10T. So here it is, right? 36.70. So I'll right click on that and post the spread. Get that in there. All right. Control V. Credit spread. And actual delta, it was around 17, I guess. And we're at 57 days out. Entered it on the 1st. And what was the credit? Matt, how are you doing today? Hey, Matt, did you play older women for your bride and tell her that you was proud to be with an older woman? I started laughing about that the other day. 87.92. I'm assuming you didn't since you're here. All right. All right, so we got that in. So let's see how we're looking on our little weekly premium deal. So we've sold $1,008. Y'all, we are right at, look, exactly on 50%. We got $1,008 left to sell. We've had profits this week of $343. We are cruising to a nice week so far. We're on track to do 31% for the year. We have booked profits of $6,224 that they can't take away from us. Keep in mind, we've got open losses on our current positions, which is no big deal. And I lost $1,400 scalping the stuff that I shouldn't have messed with, the futures. All right. So why did I do that, by the way? So now let's go to our macros. I told you that we are too short, aren't we? You know, so theoretically, you know, I could come in here and go, I'm going to close a call, right? Because that makes me longer. I could take my little $8 and just take that off. You know, I'm not sure I want to do that. But I am going to follow our rules and take one off, take off the biggest winner. So my biggest winner is the 35.90. So let's go take her off. That's going to give us a nice little profit to add to our little thing here. 35.90. Let's go here. 35.90. Where's my stuff at? Where's my dang stuff? 35.90 right on top. So create closing order. We'll buy her back. When you're getting a good profit like that on one, I'm not even greedy. I'm not even going to order. I'm just going to put it in. Come on. My halo's not where it needs to be. So let's get filled there. I'm waiting for it. There we go. My phone buzzed. I got a sweet vibration coming in. 825. Book it, Dano. So we type it in manually, right? So it will be static. Tom, we take out the option name because it does slow our spreadsheet down. And then we go and got to do your exit date to get credit for it on your spreadsheet, which keeps up with it. So we're out of this one on 4/1, starting the new month very nicely. And we'll call that a 50% winner. Yep. Yeah, paydays are the best days, y'all, where we go in and we just go, man, I'm just going to maul this crap over. We're going to close. We're going to adjust. We're going to take our winners. We're going to deal with our losers, which hopefully we don't have a lot of them. Format painter. We'll come and click on that row. So it'll do just the exact same format as the one before. All right, so let's go to our weekly premium tab. And it tells us now that you and I have made $428.33. Y'all, you couldn't make that working at McDonald's in a week, right? That's good money. So now we're at 6309 for the year, which ain't bad. So now let's go and look at our micros. We know we're going to be selling a put, but I want to double check. We like to keep these pretty delta neutral, and y'all, we are short. We're too short. So we're going to go in, we're going to trade a micro. We're going to go nearest to 60 days without going over. Change this back to single. And, you know, it's recommending 10 delta, but, you know, I got to tell you, I think I'm going back to the 20. Now, y'all got to understand why I'm deviating from the plan, right? I'm deviating from that plan because I am just too short. As the market's going up today, I'm just, you know, and I'm still comfortable selling something at a 20 delta, right? So let's go and sell the 37.50. Sell that. 7 days out. And I think I got a sweet vibration came through on my phone. I've got it strategically placed where I can feel the vibration. Most excitement I've had all day. You know, oh, okay, so let's go to our micros. Let's put this one in there. And then the fun part comes, y'all, where we start cleaning out our campaign trades. All right, so we did one contract. Control V, so I can remember what option it was. The crap is that? 37.50. All the short put. It recommended 10, but we are rebels. We did the 20. We did it at 57 days out. 4/1/21. And we got for that, because I can't remember a dang thing, we got 32.50 for that. 32.50 brings me in sweet 161 bucks. Now let's look how we're doing on these guys. Oh, we're down $117. You don't care, but look at this, and we are killing it, y'all. So green is profits, red are losses, and so far this year we got one loss. right there. And I don't know why. I really don't know why I closed that one for a loss. All right. So this is a good thing with campaign trades, and when you're kind of keeping this neutral, it doesn't matter if the market's going to go up or down. I'm going to close a winner every day, right? All I need is the market to ebb and flow so I can take my profits. So a beautiful little strategy. Again, how many times do I say I should probably just abandon every other stinking thing and just do this one little strategy? Why is that not pulling in my price there? All right, but I won't. I want to be diversified in days to expiration, diversified in strategies. I want to be diversified in underlyings, even though we concentrate heavily on the S&P 500 in what we do. All right, so we got the macro.
Bobby, I'm going to bother you for one quick second.
Absolutely, Tom.
You're taking off the most profitable oldest trade, not the oldest trade.
Not the oldest trade. I'm taking off the most profitable trade. Right.
Okay. Every day you're going to take something off, and whatever that one is, it just whatever the most profitable trade you have is the one that comes off.
That's the one that comes off. Now, keep in mind that I'm always looking at deltas too. I want this to kind of, so, I'm making adjustments, but I always think that, that Rome wasn't built in a day, so I don't have to have it totally delta neutral today. But yeah, so sometimes I may leave a put on if I think, hey, we're too one way or the other. But yeah, the basic strategy is go in, close your biggest winner, let these work, and hopefully, within a few days, we'll be able to take at least a call off, right, or two. And I wouldn't be opposed to taking this one off because it gives me long delta. I can go ahead and shut that one, but I think I'm going to leave it on. So, really, Tom, the good thing about this strategy is, I don't care that I'm down here or there. The puts normally behave. It's the calls that get out of line sometimes. And I just hate calls. God, I hate them. I really do. But yeah, that's what we do. So it's kind of real similar to what we're doing in the credit spreads, right? With the SPX, we're putting one on, taking one off, except there, I'm not taking off the biggest winner. I'm taking off, it's kind of a similar strategy, but I'm taking off the one that is the oldest over there, where I don't do that here. But yeah, very good question.
And neither one, there's no adjustments or no stops or anything like that. You just leave them on until you take them off.
Yep. Leave them on, we take them off, no stop, no anything. Even on those SPX 20Y, no stop, no anything. And a lot of times, here's the way Cameron Skinner does that. The way that we learn from him is he will close those SPX trades if his short strike gets breached. He'll just take it off, right? So fortunately, we've not had that problem yet. We will. It's just a matter of time. The odds tell us that, probabilities work out. And, if you don't have 100% probability trades, every now and then we're going to get clipped. But we're fine with that because, Tom, what we always do, though, is kind of cool, is we always are striving to keep a little bit of negative delta, right? So if the market goes down, though not as much as Tasty Trade recommends, because I've tried that and that stings way too much. So what we're doing on this Greeks and ratio page, what I did is I coded in a formula that basically keeps us delta neutral. And that's that yellow column at the end. Why this little thing won't let me click on it. So, it says no adjustment. So if there's no adjustment, we know we're pretty much delta neutral. Let me just show you that real quick. All right. So I really ignore these two columns, O and P, right? It says no adjustment. Sometimes it tells me there's adjustment, but the one I really pay attention to is keeping myself delta neutral. And that's the formula that I've written in here. So it tells me I'm not delta neutral, that I am way too short and I need to add some positive delta. And that's why instead of going with the recommended 10 delta today, I sold a 20 delta. Now, theoretically, I could sell some more, right? Keep on going, but I'm over my buying power. So you kind of have to weigh out that little ebb and flow there. All right, here comes the fun part, y'all. All right. So let's look at our profits. We hate counting our chickens before they hatch, but we're at $428 for the week. Nice, nice week. Now let's go to our equities tab. Y'all, this is where the payday happens, right? So let's just start taking them off. First off, let me look and see if there's anything up here that I hadn't closed, anything that's open. Everything looks good. And we see that silver trade, we got 29 days in that. It's up 90 cents. Awesome. All right, so let's take the diamonds off, right? It's at 4 cents. Now, you could let it expire today. It probably would expire. I don't let short options expire unless they're an SPX, right? Or something that is cash settled. I don't even let, well, I shouldn't say I never. I did the other day. I let an E-mini put expire and expired in the money, and I got assigned a futures contract, right? And then I just dumped the futures contract, but I really don't like taking assignment, and I don't want, after market shenanigans to mess me up. So we've got a short put in the diamonds, and we're about to ring the register for $168. So this is where it gets fun, y'all. This is where we get a lot of fun. So let's go take that. Wait a minute, was that diamonds on top or Disney? Diamonds. Diamonds are Sweet Bobby's best friend. So let's go do it. Diamond, diamond, diamond. And here's where we're about to ring the cash register. So diamonds, we're going to close. Remember, now here's what we've got, Tom, so you'll know kind of what we've got. We've got, a diagonal here. We don't call these poor or anything. So we try to stay away from that because I grew up poor enough, don't want to be there again. So we go out about 180 days, then we're buying what was that? About a 75 delta in the money put, 180 days out. And then every week we're just selling crap against it to bring that basis down. So we'll sell this one or buy it back. Sorry. We sold that put, we'll buy it back. Oh man, I'm gonna go for 3 cents. You know I am. That's $2, y'all. $2 will still get you a Reese's peanut butter cup. So I think we got filled. I felt the vibration. There we go. Bought diamonds at 2 cents. Is that what it said? Double check that. Dang, we got a 2 cent fill. Sweet. So let's go book profit. We'll take this out. Put 2 cents in. All right. And then we'll go and make sure we get credit for it. So 4-1. Oh, and I hate April Fools, y'all. Please don't anybody do an April Fools on me. I can't stand that holiday. Oh, when I was in radio, man, they was like, hey, we got to do an April Fool's joke. I said, not me, buddy. I can't stand them. God, I can't stand them. Now, why the devil is this doing that? Let's see. Go down. Fill down. There we go. Right. So we're on track to do $10,525 in this campaign. So we booked our $170 that even Joe Biden can't take away from us. And he'll probably try. He may succeed. We'll see. All right, so we got that. Let's make sure we got credit for it. I like getting credit for it. So we were at 4 something, y'all. We're at $600 now for the week. We are looking good. Let's go close some more. Well, no, we got something to do though, don't we? So now I got to sell a diamond put again. Where am I going? I'm going out 8 days. Where am I going? Pretty close to money. I normally like 35, 40 delta. Heck, you can go all the way up to the money if you want to, right? 49, 43. I kind of like this one, right? I kind of like that. 43, this one, $1.59. And see, the cool thing is this thing will tell you how much that we need to be getting a month to pay for this, right? So let's go here. Make sure you guys can see. Let me blow it up a little bit. Diamonds. So here we are at diamonds, our campaign. So right now, if we close the whole thing, we're down 200, $260 on that long trade, right? But look at this, y'all. You and I have brought in $861 of closed profits against what we're losing on that long put, right? And we still have 24 weeks left to sell. Our weekly requirement to make that a break even is $156. So I probably need to figure out how much we're doing a week, make sure we're above 156. So that kind of guides me too, right? So we'll go here. So I don't want to do the $1.59. I'll probably do the $1.95. We'll sell that put. Sell that put. Let's move it up a penny or two, can we? If we get filled. There we go. There we go. There we go, kid. So here we go. Go with our little thing. And we put it in. Let's see, gotta go to the right one. Our equities tab. Tom, have you played around with the spreadsheet at all yet? Didn't know if you'd have a chance to.
I have not. I was going to try to download it. It was taking a while, so I didn't stick around for it, but I'll probably do that this evening.
Yeah, it's a monster, And
yeah, no, it's fantastic though. I like all the stuff you've got in there. I love, I'm a big Delta or a big Greek geek, so I love tracking that stuff, and I do try to keep myself in check. So I'm a big wheel trader as well as the 0 DTEs, but I like and I've been doing the 100 DTE stuff a lot more lately too. So it's all good stuff. I like it.
Awesome. All right, so we're in that one on diamonds. Brought in $1.96. So let's see here, guys. So that gives us 195 and things. So remember, we were 50% to our goal of selling all of our thing. Now we're at 67%. We've sold $1,300. We only got 651 left to go. All right, so let's go back to equities. What's next, y'all? Look at this. Look at this. $299 on our first Q. That's the 311 put. All right, so let's go close it. Take our profits. Oh, this is never get old. I love payday. Payday is Friday, or Synthetic Friday as today is. So we said that was the 311. Let's close that baby. Create closing order. Done. And we'll try to get out at a penny. And we should, looks like. Penny, penny, penny. Penny for your thoughts. Take me out, baby. Take me out. All right, so here we go. Let's close that. So we'll take this out, all right? Slows our spreadsheet down. So that means we got to manually type in current date price of 0.01. And y'all, we made $299.90 on that. Cool stuff. Let's go book it for 121. Yeah, since I quit trading all the garbage, right? Tom, I know you probably never have this problem, but even this year, I was trading BABA and a bunch of crap that I don't understand, and, just did really horrible at that. Goldman Sachs. And then I got back and I said, look, let's do what we do best. And then it's been, a little more boring because we're not chasing meme stocks. We're not doing, just closing good old trades. And this Q trade, right, is a hedge. It's a natural hedge with the put, same as the diamond. All right, let's see what Apple's doing. Oh my gosh, y'all, we're down $87.10 in Apple. That's a high class problem though, isn't it? Because let's go look at Apple. And when we go look at Apple, hold on. Apple. Where are you, Apple? Apple, look at that. We're up $26 on the day. So when our short is down, we're generally up on the entire trade for the day, right? I mean, gosh, it's just a brilliant little, it's a brilliant little plan. If one's going, our longs making money or shorts making money. And keep in mind, the maximum that we could lose is the debit that we paid, right? The initial debit that we paid for that long. That's our max loss. So I got to now sell another Q, don't I? and that's a put too. So let's go 8 days out. We got to sell a put. Where we're going to go? Well, I like that. Look at that. $3, y'all. 44 delta. I like it. Hey, wait a minute. I thought I saw. First of all, let's see what we should need to be selling per week on that. That may help guide our decision. So we'll go back to the basis tab. Basis says on our first Q trade says that we need to be selling $179 a week for 24 weeks to adequately pay for that, right? So $179. Let's go back to it. $179. I like it. I like it. We could go either one here. Let's just do the 281. Okay, we'll sell it there. 281, 322. And I think we got filled. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. There we go. 281. So that's our first Q. So we don't but QQQ2. That QQQ2 is our second campaign. So we go Q, Q, Q. Don't fail me, little spreadsheet. So embarrassing when you do this. Lucille, named after my Ken. I don't want to make you mad. Where'd Ken go? He's there. I don't want to make you mad by personifying an inanimate object.
That won't make me mad.
Okay. You mentioned that guy in the book did that. I thought that may drive you crazy.
He was behaving like this thing was a god. This the aim system.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it ain't a god.
Yeah.
It ain't a god, right?
Apotheosis is the correct term for that. And you just got to watch out. So there's a lot of hubris there, and he's setting you up for a fall. So he didn't keep it humble. But then again, that's how he made his pile of money selling that book.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And look at me, y'all. Dumb as a rock. I'm on the wrong page, right? Let me delete all that garbage. All right, now let me go back. That's supposed to be on the equities tab, not the basis tab. Jeez Louise. What a day. What a day. Yes, here we go.
It's opening season, opening day for baseball.
Hey, it is, isn't it? Take
3 o'clock,
me out
Braves
to
are playing.
the ball game. Hope the Braves do good this week. I was reading something, though, that we got rid of our, second baseman or shortstop or something.
Yeah, he retired.
So,
Wine, guilty dog.
short put. Gotta make sure I'm doing actual delta. That was about a 40, wasn't it? Days to expiration is 8. We're in this at 4/1/21. And we got in for 281 on that one. There's nothing like a baseball game. If you ever get a chance, Ken, I don't know if you've ever seen the Braves single A team in Rome. That's just a nice little park, man. You go there. I love that place.
We're right next to the Gwinnett Stripers.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So awesome.
They used to be the Braves. They're still the Braves in my mind. But, we, last year really stunk because we couldn't go to even, they didn't have anything. Not even the minors and stuff. But you'll see us at the Stripers game quite a lot, and at least a couple Braves games.
Yeah, that's nice. And I like the Braves new park, it's really
great.
nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at our little haul over here and see what's happening. We're in the money, y'all. Look at this. Oh, flip. We're down $80-something. I mean, we just stink. So let's try to. This is the only time I normally, roll them when I want to go. I want to make sure I'm getting a credit for the roll. So if we roll out to the April 9th, same strikes, I can pull in 68 cents, right? That's pretty good. Why not do it? Roll it out a week, keep the dream alive, baby. All right. So let's go book that. So now let me get that option. Now I'm at 8 days out. Roll it out a week, collect a little credit. Let's see. Copy that. All right. Reason I don't do rolls a lot of times, you know, in one trade is it's just hard for me to keep up with everything. So let's see, I have to look and see the separate prices for each one. Let's see. So here we go. I bought that one back for $242. 242. So Apple current day price 242. That didn't seem good if it was marking for 220. That's why I probably should have done a separate. So 242. So dang it, we're going to have a red, right? 242. So we lost $109. Dang it. Don't like red. So we got out of that on 4/1/21. But what do? We collect the credit, right? We keep the dream alive. I'm a long-term Apple guy. We're fine. Beth just got her an Apple Watch. She's liking it. It's not 50% profit. I'm so used to clicking profit, right? All right, we'll make you red. We will make you red, baby. So let's see what that does to our profit. It's gonna just mess up my entire week in it. So let's go see what we got booked. So now we are up only $790. Only $790. Dang it. All right, so let's go back to equities. So we got to put in our new Apple trade, AAPL. Johnny one lots, all I do most of the time. So we sold the same strike. What was it? The 392. No, what was it? Apple 121. Yep, 121. Call. Control V for vitamin. I am so hungry too. I'm gonna have me a couple ham sandwiches as soon as I get off with y'all. So what was the delta of that? Well, we're in the money, aren't we? So we're above 50. What are we? We're at 70. We'll just call it 70. No big to do. And now we're 8 days out on that one. Into that on 4/1/21. And we got that one for 309. Spreadsheet automatically calculates your credit. 308.45. So now how are we looking on our premium selling? Y'all look at us. We are at 96% of what we need to sell for the week to get a 50% return. We got $62 left. I got a feeling we're going to get it. All right, let's go to our old friend XSP. The mini SPX, right? That gives the same tax benefits as SPX. So let's go close it out. Get another $188. So we'll go to it. And that's a hedge too, right? That's kind of one of our hedges we've been using. Some of these diagonal hedges. So we'll go to SXP. We'll close this little booger for 2 cents. If y'all wasn't watching over my head, I'd go in for a penny, but I won't be that greedy. So we should get filled for 2 cents. Yep, I feel the vibration. So let's go and take care of that little thing. Got to put it in manually because it's resting it on this little option name. We're going to take that out. All right. So that's well over 50% profit. We got out of this puppy on the 1st. So we're having a great April Fool's Day, right? Everything's just, I don't think we can get in a better situation than what you and I are doing. Ever since we stopped trading junk, got rid of our junk, we focused ourselves. We had a State of the Union address. So we pull in $188 there. Now look at this, y'all. We're just on track with our shorts in the equities. We're on track for $12,000. Nice, nice, nice. So we make that nice and green. Make sure we get credit for it. So when I tell Sweet Beth how much money we made, she will be pleased. Now look at this, y'all. 978.84 last week, 978.93 this week. but I have a feeling we can do better. So now we've got to, what do? Layer back out, baby. It's XSP. I can't even remember what it is. XSP 1. So we need to sell a put, don't we? Let's go do it. And Tom, here's what I like about our campaign trades. We never have to look for trades, right? Never have to look for trades. I mean, I can sell all the premium I need just in what I've got going on. We don't have to search for the latest meme stock. We don't have to do any of that. Why don't we sell the 400 at 43? I like it.
How far out did you buy the puts or calls for your basis on these?
I went out 180 days. You know, I know people that like going out a year. I come from Don Kaufman's, you know, his Theo trade, and I remember him railing against leaps. He was just like, "Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. Go for something shorter." Now, as I've told our group here, I can't remember why he said that. I really can't, but it stuck with me to a point that I go, I'm more comfortable going out about 6 months. So a lot of people, you certainly could go out a year, right? I mean, you could go out longer than that. I know that they get, you know, theoretically cheaper. So what we're doing here is we're selling at retail, which is these short-term options, and we're buying wholesale. And it's just like the pigs I got. You know, I'll pay $750 for a pig, but that pig is going to, you know, make 2 litters of kids of piglets a year, and she's going to have between 8 and 10 that I'll sell for $750. So I'm using my long-term pig, and I'm financing my long-term pig with my short-term pigs. I mean, that's the only way that I can understand what I'm doing, is to put it.
I do this. I've got several of these on. Are you going out 8 or 7 days usually, 1 week?
Yep. Payday is Friday, and that's when we roll everything, right? We're rolling and closing. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a Theo trade subscriber. I love Don. He's fantastic. So.
Yeah. I like Don a lot. I think a lot of him and his group. So we did the short put. That was about a 40 delta there, 8 days out for 1. So now, y'all, just on the XSP, we've got all the credit that we need to sell for the week, but we still got to sell some more because we got these campaigns that have to be worked. I mean, you got to work them, right? We can't just let them sit there. We got to do what we got to do with them. So okay, so we got XSP, and now we've sold our put in XSP. So now let's go take a little profit in Disney. Well, that thing hadn't decayed as we thought it would. Look, it's got, it expires today, right? You think this has got to go down, you know, and normally I'd go, man, I'm just going to watch it, right? I'll watch this thing the rest of the day. I don't have time. I want to go eat my ham sandwiches, play with my kids, milk my chickens, play with my hogs. So I'm just going to close it, take our $89 and be done with it. So Disney. So Apple and Disney are 2 companies that I use, right? I got Disney Plus for the kids. We like going to Disney World every other year, which would normally be this year, but since they're not having the Disney princesses, we're not going. So, hold on, let me PL open on that. Okay, so here we go. Create closing order. $1.32. Thought that thing was pricing at something else. What was I missing? So that's my loan, $1.36. What is that pulling in the current day price of that? Probably because that's stupid. Well, I want to pay as least as possible. Let's see if we can get out of it at that. I mean, normally I could, you know, search, see what's going on. I don't care. I just want out of it so I can sell my other one and we can get our week done. Right? So that's working. It's not doing anything. Disney. Let's Cancel, replace, bump it up a few pennies. Just get out of it. Something vibrated. That cancel vibrated, nothing else. Come on, don't make me keep going up and up and up. Because every penny's a dollar. We'll get out there. All right. So we're out at $1.43. A lot worse than we originally thought. Did we even make money on the thing? Let's see. It's fine if we don't, because we're going to roll it out. $1.43. Delete this. Yeah, we made a little bit of money on it. Not a lot. So let's get out of it. That stupid little dog. $2,000 just to keep her alive because she ate plastic and metal. Unbelievable. And I know some of y'all probably got little fur babies y'all like too. I mean, they called me while she was on the operating table. Do y'all want me to proceed? It looks pretty bad. There's no guarantee she's going to make it. I mean, what are you going to say? I mean, can you imagine your mama's getting surgery, right? And having her gallbladder taken out. And all of a sudden it looks like mama's not doing good. And they call you and they say, I don't know about your mama, man. She may not kick through. You want me to proceed? Well, yeah. You know, you can't kill mama. And I couldn't let them kill my little dog. So what are you going to do? Stupid little thing, wearing a cone head, and then she gets in the highway, and I swear it's unbelievable. All right, so we take our profit there, right? So now we've got to sell a call in Disney. So 8 days out. Let's go and sell a call, and we'll just do this one. I like it. The 218 at the 40 Delta. Right? We'll sell that call. I ain't even gonna work it. At 225 or 221. Copy that. So we're at a 40 Delta. Let's put that one in because we got some more profits to take, don't we? Disney, baby, Disney. One, let's see, Disney, Control V. That's why that one's in the money. I'm having to go really close at the money to get that one. That was the 190 call. Disney short call, IWM, Diamond Q, Apple. I called that a call. A put, it's a call. All right. Come on, Bobby. Stay together. Stay together. This one's a call. Actual delta is about the 40. We're 8 days out. We got well enough premium to give us everything that we need for a 50% return for the year. And we sold that one for 225, 2.25. Beautiful. Brought in a credit of $224. So now let's look and see where we're looking. Oh, we're over $1,000 this week, y'all. Look at this. And we've sold all the premium we need. We're over by $395. All right. Let's hurry up and get these out of the way. So we go back to equities. Y'all, we fixing to go. Y'all, it's like mama just got out of the factory and we going to Burger King on Friday night. Brings me back to my childhood. Look at this. We are fixing to get $419. But keep in mind, we know that's what was a roll, right? In the money roll, and we had a big loss on it last week. So this is kind of cool here. We'll take this one off. So let's go to IWM, do our little thing, do what we do, what we do, what we do. So we'll go back to monitor, IWM. Take that short off, create a closing order, and 706, 708, we'll just get out. I just want out. All right. 707, 710, 707, it is. So let's go book it. IWM, take this out. We bought it back for 707, not the 719 that was in there. That's good. 7.07. Yeah. So we made $431 on that one, 37% profit. So we'll call that 4121. Yeah. Now this is going to be an interesting, right? So we closed that for 700 and something dollars. It was in the money. You know, we got to think about what we want to do with it. Well, there's a 30% gain on that one, wasn't it? 30%. High class problems we got. Getting part of our little loss back from last week. Because that was the trade that really hurt us last week, wasn't it? Is the IWM, because it was way in the money. All right, so here we go. So theoretically, I would like to get more credit than what I had to buy it back for. Right? That's kind of what I'm looking at. I want a credit greater than that. Because keep in mind, IWM, we lost $1,100 last time. We made $700 this time. So we're still down, you know, $400, right? Last time I was able to get $1,100 for that, you know. So in other words, you know, I really ought to be getting more than $700, right? But I don't want to be greedy on this thing. We got tons of weeks left to go to work this thing and to massage it. But I would like to get more than what we paid to close that thing. Now let's see what our weekly premium, y'all, look at this, $1,400. Could it be possible we'll have our best week yet? All right, so let's go back IWM. So let's do something in IWM. IWM, we're on the put side, right? So what strike was that? What strike was that? We were at the equities. IWM was the 230. Let's go see. And I said I'd like to get over $700 credit. So I'm not opposed to going right back in the money, right? I'm not opposed to that at all and going, man, I'm gonna get me some more credit. 87 here, you know, am I scared of that? No. Anyone got a reason that I shouldn't do that? I mean, I think that's the game that we play, right? So I think I'm going to go in and sell. That was the 230. You know, if I could do this, it'll give me a little bit more credit than what I had. So basically, theoretically, I'm rolling it to that same strike, right? Let's just do that. 768 to 762. See if we can get filled. Come on, buzz me, buzz me. Copy 230. We'll keep that at the same. Let's see. Cancel replace. Gonna make me penny down, aren't you? Page 709. We want to take in another little credit. All right, there's the first buzz. Buzz me. There we go. So let's go put our IWM in. IWM 1. We sold the 230 call, 230 put, sorry. Yep. And we'll paste that there. Because, you know, we're just waiting for markets to normalize, you know, to come back and to ebb and flow. That's how we make our money. So if we closed it for one thing and then we're able to sell out and just continually get more extrinsic value each time. So the actual delta on that was what, 80, I think it was 83 or so. We'll say 83. Days to expiration was 8. We got in it on 4/1. Man, this is really going to make sure we get our premium for the week. Right? We already have got it. So we sold that for 7.66. Just chopping away at the tree, y'all. That's all we're doing. Chopping away at the tree. All right, so we got that done. Got that put down. So we got one more to go. And we're going to book another $300, y'all. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's go to the queues and close that little puppy out, and then we'll be finished. Right at an hour. I said you can trade probably in a 10 minutes a day, except on payday, right? Except on payday. That's when I said that's the 312 put. All right, let me go find her. The 312 in the queues. 312 in the queues. Look at that. Nice, nice, nice profit. There's the 312. So let's close her out for a penny. Payday, payday, payday. Get me out of it. There we are. Out at a penny. So we're going to book that. And then, y'all, this is where we really go, oh man, you know, what a great week we've had together. And keep in mind, we're still going to close the Rick trade today for a full profit. Well, knock on wood. All right. We're going to take that puppy out and we're going to make another 40 bucks for the day. Hey, and if you want to pad your numbers, man, go in there and start closing some other trades. You know, you just close, but I don't need to. I'm going to let Theta do its thing, right? 11, 21. What is wrong with me? 21. Well, there's a lot of things wrong with me, but let's book our $334. Take it to the house. We may be able to go somewhere on spring break. May be able to take the kids to the woods, go camping. We may be able to rent a camper. We'll keep this up. It's been a long time since I've been camping. My kids want to go, and I do too. I remember y'all camping as a kid, and you would have the Coleman stove out. Oh man, and Mom and Daddy be cooking coffee and bacon in the morning. That was some good stuff. All
It
right,
looks
well,
like you got a big enough yard. You could take your youngsters out there during the summer. Hey,
I do. Yeah,
pitch your tent in your backyard. Is
yeah, we may do that. You know, that'd be good. So look at this, y'all. This is our best. I mean, you and I, we've been together for a while. Look at this. And you can see where we were doing junk trades, right? And there's just when we stopped. Remember, it was the end of February. We did a State of the Union address where we said, man, let's quit the Goldman Sachs's. Let's stop all the Babas. Let's stop all this garbage. And look what we've done since then. Plus 1,200, plus 1,500, plus 1,600, plus 1,000, plus 1,780. So we'll go over $1,800 in profits today. So now, remember, Tom, I had the same problem when I posted my results. You know, I'm doing it every week on Friday, and my premium capture was 5%. And those guys were like, well, why is it so bad? Man, that stinks. And I'm like, look, dude, it will normalize over time. We expect it to be 25%. You know, here we are up to 18%. So we're projecting that you and I are going to have profits of right at $20,000. We are on track for 36% return. Our projected weekly profit, well, y'all, we're projecting we're going to make $361 a week. Check us out. We are far and away exceeding that, aren't we? All right. And because based on the premium that we're selling, we're thinking that we're going to get a 50% return on the account. We'll see. And right now we have booked. God himself can't, well, I won't say that. It'd be hard for anyone to take it off because we pocketed $7,661.56. That is pretty darn good. All right, so let's sell I can't just sit here and rest on my laurels. So we got to sell my final thing, which was, let's see, we closed the queue. So I got to open the queue, don't I? Let's go back and do our queue. And this is part of our head. Then we'll just see what our Greeks are, and then we'll call it a day. So we're in the queues. So I don't like doubling up of my strikes either, right? I kind of like, you know, just moving them around a little bit. So why don't we sell this one here? We got a position here. Let's sell this one. Copy, because we got two of these Q commandos going on. So should get filled at 296. Hit me, baby. Yep, there she went. I felt the buzz. So we go back here, and this is a QQQ2. That's how we keep up with that campaign. That's a different one. So we'll go one. We go, what did I sell? I sold the 322.5 put. Let's do that. Oh, and then I want to, I don't want to keep y'all long. I know y'all got stuff to do too, but that's about a 40 delta, wasn't it? 8 days out, 4/1/21. So we've gone all week, not got our premium. All week, not got our premium. Our premium demand totally takes care of itself on Friday when we do all these rolling outs. 298. So look at this, y'all. Now we brought in $297. We should be finished. But you know, one thing I would encourage you to do, go back to your monitor tab, you know, or wherever you're thinking, and just look, make sure you don't want anything, you know, expiring. I mean, so we got an SPX. Yeah, well, yeah, we got some zero that we got to close in there, right? We got the RIC trade on. MES, we know we're good there. We're good 29 days there, 29 days there. DraftKings, Tom, I saw you were in DraftKings. That's what everybody was beating me up on. We love DraftKings. IWM, VIX, Apple, Disney, XSP, we know all those are right. Okay, so good. So we've taken care of all the problem children. We've taken our losses like the men that we are, and we've booked our winners. All right, now let's look at something else. Y'all, that's kind of cool too, right? So let's just see how the AIM is going. I'll look over that pretty good.
Bobby, isn't today your Friday because it's closed tomorrow?
Yeah, today's my Friday.
Okay.
It's payday. It's Synthetic Friday, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So check this out, Ken. I think you'll like this because we've been talking so much about the. So the other account that I've got that's got the AIM in it, right? Look at this, y'all. I mean, geez Louise. So I started trading in that account on the 30th. Started off with 25,000, so it went up $33. Then it went up to 304. Check this out. It's up $749 in 3 days, and we hadn't done a dang thing with the AIM at all. But I just wanted to show you what I'm in, right? So here's the list of the 10 that I decided to go in. So y'all have to make your own list, right? And again, the updated website with all the AIM stuff on it is at sweetbobby.com, and test it. Make sure it's you know, make sure it's all working right. But here's the 10 I went into. I wanted to go into the, you know, the leveraged stuff. So, you know, UPRO, the oil, 2X, gold, Dow, NASDAQ, the Russell. I did silver. The only questionable one that I wanted 10. I wanted to be in 10. This was a little questionable. Number one, the share price was $140 or something, and the bid-ask spreads were a little wide on it, but I went ahead and went into it. Got a little currency exposure, right? The 2X euro and a little bit of 20-year treasury there. So, you know, if you were just going to have a well-diversified portfolio and buy any of these, I think you'd be doing good. So I put them all to work in this account. And 203, that's my number. It follows me everywhere. So here it's working behind the scenes, right? And it tells me that my current stock values are $20,700 based on that last net lick, 25,749. That's the cash. Keeps up with everything. And again, it says no action. So there's nothing for me to do today, right? No buying, no selling. So here's where I stayed up to about 10 o'clock last night. I was on, you know, here ever since we got off yesterday, trying to figure out how to do the guts of the system, right? And I think I got it. So y'all play with it, look at it, whatever you want to do. So what I did is this. I basically said, okay, here's where we're doing all of the purchases and sales, right? I keep up with it here. So here's the shares we initially bought. I did all of those on the 30th. There's the trade price, right? I should call that trade price, I guess. So share price, trade price. All right. There's the debit or credit that we get for our trade. So that was a debit since we bought those. Now, here's where you got to do a little something interesting. You got to say, you got to tell the spreadsheet, is this new capital or new underlying to the program? So yes, right? Because that influences what our portfolio control is. So 1975, you can see that is exactly the same number as this, as that initial debit. So you got to tell it yes there. If it's no, like for example, if it told me to do something in UMDD today, then I would do that trade and it would not be new capital or new underlying. All right, buy or sales. It does this automatically. So you don't have to do anything over here. All this is, you enter the stuff here, all through here and your trade price through A, B, C, D, the blue columns is all you do, plus this one. Right? But once you get this started, you won't have any new capital unless you put in new capital or a new underline. So you don't have to do anything there. So really it's these 4 columns and it does the rest of it. So then, and Ken, there's probably a quicker, easier way, but God is my witness. I've racked my brain. I tried everything, every lookup known to man, figure out how to do this. So basically it will code it as a buy or a sale, right? So the spreadsheet does that for you. Then it calculates the streak that it's on, right? So, UMDD is on the, it does some little calculation here. Don't even ask me how I come up with it. I have no idea, but it appears to work. Test it. Then it gives me the overall total streak, right? So it gives me the total streak for that stock. And then I did a buy governor guide. Now, what's a governor? For those of y'all that know cars, I have no idea what a car is. I can put gas in it and blinker fluid. That's the only thing I know how to put into a car, right? So I did put a buy governor on it. So when the market goes down, we don't want to use all of our cash at the same time, right? So if you've got 3 consecutive buy orders in a row, then I've got it set to where we're going to govern that down a little bit, right? So if you're doing buying 3 or selling 3, we're going to govern that down a little bit. So the safe button in your AIM will be multiplied up a little higher to increase that, so you're not taking as many buys on the way down if we're in
Got
a
a
really,
question for you.
yeah,
Is that dynamic? When you reset your streak, does it go back to it goes back to the safe that it should be per the book, right?
Yep, it goes right back to the safe that's in the book, the 10%. Now,
Now,
and keep
one
in
of the
mind, if you don't want to do the governors like I did, then you don't have to do that, right? So what you do is you just ignore this crap. You can delete it. And look, Ken, you can go over here and in this formula here, instead of it saying AIM activity M2 times D2, all you got to do is change AIM activity M2 to 0.1 times D2,
Yeah.
right? So you could
Yeah.
change that.
Well, one
Sure.
of the things when I was doing some experimenting, I just put in numbers like the price would go up or down $1 a day or something. And what I noticed is that it does inherit with the system per the book. It does dampen, it does do some self-governing, but it and so there is something in there automatically. Now I agree with you, and I was racking my brain on a way to tone down this buying, and I think you've actually hit on it. Is just give it a finite number of buys or sells, and then just the end of it. Coupled with this problem is that when I was doing a study on U.S. steel, it started out like $105 when I started the study, and it went down to like 5 and then back up to like 22. And it made more money than anything. But I noticed that the cash flow went negative, and I didn't program anything into it. But when the cash goes negative, you can't buy anything more, and it probably would have still been crazy profitable. But you're sitting there with a bunch of stock and no cash, and that's probably quite worrisome for the average person. It would be me too. So I like this idea of yours of dampening it down. And I'm looking forward to seeing your math to see how you're doing it. Because I've been thinking about this too. Last night I went and finished off at 11 o'clock. I At 7 minutes after 11, I turned in all my work, so the course is over.
Good.
My brain is fried.
I bet. I bet.
So-
Enjoy your day. Don't, yeah, don't look at this today then, Ken. We don't want you to, because I'm telling you, yesterday, Beth came up here and she was just sitting by me and I had my head, look, I was doing this, man. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, geez, this is driving me nuts. And I get so close and I couldn't get it. And finally, I guess it was about 10 o'clock last night. I said, I got it. And I hope I've got it. So let's just play with it a minute. Okay. So let's say now I've got a buy signal, for example. So let's go back to AIM. And you'll notice there's my Boy Scout troop number 203 is the safe number there. So let's go to AIM activity and say we're getting another buy sale. So we go here, we go to UMDD, and it tells me to buy 5 shares. We're going to do that on 4/1/21. And let's see, if we're buying, that means the price went down, right? So let's say the price went down to 132 and it figures out the debit and the credit for you. I say it does. Let's see 11. Let's copy that down. There we go.
Is this just just an example?
Yeah, this one's an example. Right? So
Okay.
12 is an example. 2 through 11 are actual trades, right? And I color coded those because, those are the initial investments, right? So everything else I won't color code it. These are the subsequent trades. So I don't have to put yes here, right? Because it's not new capital, it's not a new underline. So now this thing should, if I had it filled down, should take care of all the rest. God, please do it. Yeah, okay, so here we go. So check it out, Ken and everybody. So now we're on a buy streak of 2, right? So UMDD, we're on a buy streak of 2. It even changes up here to the UMDD. So wherever you pull that, anywhere on UMDD, it's going to give you that we're on a buy streak of 2. Well, if we're on a buy streak of 2, I have set the governor instead of 10% of the stock value, then it's at 0.15%. Now, how did I come up with these numbers? Just randomly. I said, I'm going to go all the way up to, I'm going to do 20 of them. So if we have 20 buys in a row, we'll go up to this. Now, I may change these numbers. Again, we're going to experiment with them, or you can make them whatever. You can make the governor whatever you want to do. You could do 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, all the way up to 3 or 4 or whatever it's going to be there, right? So I'm just experimenting. And we'll figure out a happy medium at some point. This may be it, right? I'm just going to look. I just want to temper it a little bit so that I have cash. When we've got buy signals, that means that UMDD is going down, and I want to conserve a little bit of cash. So I don't want to have an itchy trigger finger as much, right? So that's just what we're doing. We're governing that trigger finger down just a bit. Since, keep in mind too, Ken, I'm looking at this now on a daily basis, right? I'm not saying, hey, I'm coming in here once a month to look at this thing. I'm looking every day. Do I have a trigger to buy or sell? So
I came to that conclusion too, that time is irrelevant.
time is irrelevant.
If the price hits a target, we have the ability to act right away. And I suspect that the Cello, if he had a spreadsheet back in the day and online brokerages like this, he would have just, he would have done the same thing and to screw the time and just do on signals.
Well, and can you imagine the time that it would have taken to come up with, and again, we talked about portfolio management or individual underlying management. So I've got this set up now for individual underlying management. Can you imagine trying to do that with 10 stocks on his 3x5 index card?
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, it would have driven him crazy, right? So hopefully now this says we've got a buying streak of 2. So if you've got a buying streak of 2, your governor goes from 0.1 to 0.15. So let's see if that 203 number changed. Please. Hold on a second. It's freezing up on me. All right, let's go and make sure it changes. Oh, and I know we're going over. I apologize to everybody, but I think a lot of y'all are really interested in the AIM. So we want to make sure that we get it out there so you can see it and use it. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so look, now our safe Goes all the way up from 203 to 414. Look at that. Now, let's make sure it works again. Let's try one more just for the fun of it. So now let's go UMDD. Let's go. We're going to buy another 5 shares, 4121. 4121. We're going to buy that at $130. So now that should say, I need to fix that where it'll do it automatically. Now that should say B3, right? And it does, it says it's B3. Now what happens if you go and your next trigger is to sell? It should go back to 1. So you got to go negative 5 shares, right? So 4121, $140. So now your thing should start back to S1, right? So now we're on a streak of S1. There we go. And it changes it there. And then you should be back at around that 203. Well, it's not 203 because our numbers have changed, right? Our stock values changed in the shares, but that's now multiplying that by 0.1. So I'm really excited about it, y'all. I think it's a cool little deal. And y'all get in there and play with it, you know, change it up however you want, play with it.
If I understand right, what you got it set up is those first 10 stocks are your initials. And then whenever you make a change, you make a change on a new line.
Yep, on a new line.
Okay, that was good because I was busting my head trying to figure out how do I incorporate change, you know, and here it is. I think this isn't pretty, but it is simple and it's easy. And I like it.
Good. Well, y'all, like I say, y'all take it, you play with it, you know, tear it apart, look at the formulas. Geez, it was, you know, concatenated. I don't even want to get back into all it, but it was quite a little project. So hopefully we're close to completion other than y'all testing it, me testing it with live funds here to see if we get actual signals now, which would be kind of cool. Actually,
Yeah,
come in here and open it.
I got real stuff to put in here too.
Good, good.
But unlike you, I'm only up $86.
Hey, $86, that's Burger King, baby. You can take mama to Burger King and you can go to Red Lobster for $86.
Yep, that's true.
So, you know, so good. All right, guys. Well, listen, I won't see y'all tomorrow then. Well, I'll take off and y'all have a great, great, great weekend. Hold on. We did have one. Dwayne said, do you ever do credit spreads with more than 2 legs? Credit spread with more than 2 legs. Well, you talking, let's see, are you talking about like with an iron condor? Trying to think what that would, with more than 2 legs. Well, of course, Matt, you can have one-on-one going over this in depth. When do you want to do it?